Hello, hello, and welcome to the first of our Landall podcasts. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Jason Bryant. I'm the head of production here at Landall, and as I say, this is the first of what we're going to be hosting many of these type podcasts moving forward. We're going to be having partners of the month, products of the month, and today I'm really pleased to say that I'm joined by Lewis Evans, who's not only one of our business partners, but who's somebody that I regard as a friend of mine as well. And so what better place to start than by asking Lewis to join us. So thanks for joining us then, Lewis, for like I say, the first and our debut as a business is doing this sort of thing. I think the way of the world these days, lots of these types of things are happening. When I told my kids I was doing a podcast, I'm not sure that they were expecting this type of thing. So maybe I'm not sure whether I showed them or not. But moving forward, mate, let's just kick off by asking you to give us a bit of background about yourself, let the listeners and viewers know about you, Vivid, and a very brief history about the company, mate, as much as I know that, perhaps a little bit of meat on the bones, as it were, around the business, how it was started, who by, and those sorts of things, mate. Over to you.
Amazing. First of all, thank you for having me on, especially on your debut podcast for Landall. I am privileged to be your first guest. A little bit about me and the company. So start first and foremost on the company. Also aim to be a stronger and great partner of Landall moving forward. So it's an honour to be here today. A really good idea doing the podcast. You can get your message across well, and it gives me the chance to explain about our business. So yeah, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it, mate.
No problem.
So Vivid started in 1987 by my father. We went through the 90s selling combs, wires, pouches, laminating machines, encapsulation film, report covers, lots of stuff for the educational market and binding. And finishing around that, we moved then throughout the 90s into a little bit more exciting products, if you want. We brought in a designer and we started manufacturing, designing our own products early 2000s. So easy mount wide format laminators was the first one, which we managed to get them, luckily. Touch wood, still selling well today for wide format laminators. And then we moved on to the Matrix in 2009, bringing out the leading digital foiling system still to this day today. The Magnum range we brought out, and we designed and manufactured more and more over the next 20 years. I've been here 19 years myself, and we've got a number of employees here that have been here longer than me, 25 years. So we've got a real core business out of the 40 staff that are here that specialise in finishing. And then, as we all know, around 5 years ago, we brought out the Velablade range, which again, we won 3 awards last year on that. None of this would be possible, though, if it wasn't for partners like Landall and working with friends and colleagues that have got a great industry knowledge and expertise like yourself, Jason. So we wouldn't be having the success we're having and be here today if it wasn't for collaborations like this.
Yep, excellent, mate. And I think for someone who's been in this industry for over 20 years, having fallen into it, I guess in the first instance, and you and I have probably met and been friends for, I don't know, well, in excess of 10 years now, I guess. And and products like the Matrix, which we've had some mutual success with. We've got customers that are joint customers on the back of that over the last few years. And yeah, certainly from a personal perspective, the launch of the Velablade and some of the software, the Magnum range as well. I think it's a great product range that you've got, and another reason why we wanted to start with yourselves today. So, in terms of the sort of the development of those types of products and stuff, would you say that there's a particular brand, manufacturer, etc., that would be more suitable from a digital engine perspective for your products?
Yeah, I mean, the world's changing, like you say, isn't it, over time so quickly. I mean, how long we've been working together, you touched on just then. It is about a decade. I remember taking some of our Matrix digital foiling laminating kit down to Brighton years ago, and us going and doing demos together and stuff. So that's how far back it stretches. And
finding out, by the way, that there was a shared passion for Liverpool Football Club, and also that where Vivid are based in Ashby de la Zouch was actually where my mum grew up with for a period of time. And you and her, despite definitely not being the same age, actually went to the same school.
Yeah, it's incredible small the world is, but even smaller our print industry is, and how much common everybody actually has with each other. But yeah, back on to your point. With the different toners on the different digital presses, yeah, I mean, some were slightly better than others, but there's different models coming out all the time. Our finishing equipment works fantastically with the equipment that Landor supply, so it's a great collaboration. Whether customers looking at a new digital press from yourself and wanting to do special effects for packaging, luxury packaging, laminating, foiling, or if they want to partner with yourself. With the great technology that you offer, linking with our VelaBlade to really finish that end product into pretty much any idea or design they've got. They can print it on your kit and finish it on our kit and create that product that they've imagined in the mind.
Yeah, and I think that's a really important point, because obviously, as you know, here at Landor, we are multi-branded. We do have partner agreements with who we classify and are proud to say are the leading manufacturers of those toner-based technologies. And from my personal experience, I know that the products that you have do work very well with each of them. And it's an important thing that, you know, what you've just touched on there, Lewis, is a really important message, because to actually make a product saleable, it has to be finished. And for the sort of the innovations that you guys are bringing to market, and in particular, the first thing that we met regarding the Matrix, like you said, and those demos that we did down in Brighton, and the how well that was received by.
We didn't just go to Brighton, me and Jason together. We did go. Before anyone reads into that, we did go to a few other places.
We did, yes, but it was certainly one of the events that we went to that was we had some success down there with clients, didn't we? In terms of actual deals that were done on the back of them. So yeah, I mean, we've been out on many occasions, so demonstrations and the like. I know that you're happy for customers to come up to your showroom up in Leicester, in Ashby de la Zouch. But also on top of that, I've been, you know, very fortunate in the fact that I can ring yourself at very short notice, and we can go down and we can do demonstrations actually on site at customers, which again is something which is really well received. So yeah, the applications and how you turn a product which is just a printed piece into a saleable item is something which I think any of the viewers, listeners, if they haven't seen your products, I would welcome them to do so. One of the other things, and I'm not sure we've touched on it just yet, is that sort of all the manufacturing is actually done up at your head office up in Leicester, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So, and just adding on to what you just said then, comes out as a lovely printed flat sheet from the products that you supply and the great diverse range that you offer, which is a great range, and I would recommend anybody to have a look at your business and get advice and your expertise if they were looking at investing. But it does still come out as a flat sheet that hasn't got a value to it, because it needs to be turned into the end product before you can sell it, and that's where we come in as a partner. So it's a great team collaboration that we've got going on. So we like the special effects, the different designs when it comes out of the technology that you offer, because if it's different and it's got a special effect, people look at it, I think the statistic is 7 times longer than if it's just a plain printed sheet. So if you do something special with it, the longer they look at it, the more different that it is. And we aim to do this here up in Leicestershire, where we do make our own systems, all our own brands, patents on everything that we do, everything that we launch, and we're launching new products all the time. That's how we survive. And our value is then being a strong partner with Landor and able to constantly, year on year, multiple times throughout the year, give you something new to discuss with your clients and something new to offer them. So it's all the biggest service team in the UK, I think, with 15 in our little finishing arena, and everything is stocked here and built here. Yeah, so it's an exciting time. We've got some new launches coming up that we are hoping to really add some value for the industry.
On that note, mate, and with regards to the fact that you do patent everything, can you give us an insight into anything that may be coming down the line? Without, I know that things are probably under NDA, etc., but any insight at all? Any clues?
No.
No, I put you on the spot.
We've got a couple of things that we're working really hard on, and we feel that they will be a real a real benefit to the whole industry, us as a team, everybody we work with, and also it's going to hopefully give everybody in finishing a few more strings to their bow to offer their customers. So we're just doing our bit. We're all in it together, industry, trying to grow it and come up with unique, innovative ideas. A massive part of our business model, that is. A little bit too early. We're not going to be launching anything next month, but it's probably going to be early next year. 2 nice launches for our company. Yeah.
Excellent, mate. Right. Well, listen, I think that's kind of closed off everything that we wanted to do for the first of our podcast. Unless there's anything that you wanted to add in particular, Lewis, I think a nice way to kind of to close off otherwise would just be to say that, look, as well as the if people haven't seen your products as yet, please feel free to reach out to us. Have a look at our website, www.landl.co.uk. They can email me personally, jason.bryant@landl.co.uk. And we can take things from there, develop conversations, whether that be by bringing customers up to yourselves, whether that be by bringing products down to the customer, or whether that be by introducing them to some samples that we can send out, or some online sort of video demonstrations, YouTube things, that sort of stuff. Then we've got all of that available in terms of various different bits of collateral as well. So thanks for your time, mate. Really appreciate it. Know that you were really excited about getting back to do this on the back of a holiday you've just been on. And this is probably the highlight of the last 2 weeks, I'm sure.
It is, mate. This has been better than my holiday.
I can tell. I can tell by the smell.
No, I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for putting our business at the forefront of your importance, launching your own podcast. I wish you all the best with it, and I think you're going to do great, and really pleased to continue our relationship.
Thank you very much, mate. All the best, Lewis. We'll catch up soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers then. Bye-bye.
Bye.